Hello there! Thanks for installing the R6 Analyst app for Rainbow Six Siege. In this short video, I'll explain the basics of how the app works and how you can use it to upgrade your banning phase. Make sure you have the app running in the background while you're playing the game, and it'll automatically pop up when a match begins. After a brief calculation period, the widget on the right side of the screen shows you the Smartbands. These are the top 2 attack and defense operators that the algorithm has found that are run often by the enemy team, but not very often by your team. By banning these operators, you'll essentially force the enemy team to play different operators that they would usually play, while your team is largely unaffected. Note that this is of course a suggestion and that your team's strategy and the current map should still be taken into consideration when banning. Clicking the Full Analysis button pops up the larger, more detailed panel. This panel is divided into 3 sections: the target bands, the favored operators, and the R6 Smartband score graph. Let's go over each really quickly. Target bands are operator bands that the algorithm has highlighted as being of particular value to one enemy player. The text below the operator icon shows you why this target band was chosen. Take particular note of the presence of the operator for this player. That's the percentage of rounds that they play this operator on. If that's anywhere above 50%, this may be a prime candidate for target banning. You can hover the mouse over an operator icon to get the average statistics on this operator for both teams. The favored operator section of the panel shows the top 3 operators per player in a match for both attacking and defending. Hover over an operator icon to get the stats on this operator for this player specifically. This section of the panel also shows the current rank of the player, and by hovering over the rank icon shows the best MMR they reached this season and last season. You can turn this off in the settings if you'd rather not know this information during the game. The final section of the panel is the R6 Smartband score graph. It is a visual representation of every operator in the game and their value to both teams. The higher up in the graph, the more value this operator provides for your team. The more to the right, the more value this operator provides for the enemy team. Consequently, an operator icon in the top left corner would be a very bad idea to ban, as this is an operator that your team uses a lot and effectively, while the enemy team rarely uses them. Operators in the top right corner are operators that are often used by both teams. Only ban these if you have a specific plan on how to work without that operator on this map. The best bans are the operators situated in the bottom right, the highlighted corner of the graph. These are operators that your team rarely use, but that the enemy team uses often and to great effect. By banning these operators, you don't inconvenience yourself while simultaneously disrupting the enemy's plans. That's all for this introductory video. I'd recommend jumping into the settings panel before starting your first game, as there's a ton more options and customizations to ensure that you get the data you want out of the app. Thanks again, and good luck, have fun!